Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a very special new moon solar eclipse reading for you. This will not be seen again for another 8 years, so it's very powerful. Again, very special, and I'm so glad to be bringing it to you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this rare and powerful time. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. The Six of Pentacles, balance. We need to keep things in balance, Taurus. And that's going to be something, it's just going to be a bit difficult. We have Aries energy coming in. Aries is more hot-headed. It can be very, angry, warlike if it's a low energy vibration. There's also the intensity of this new moon because it is in 29 degrees Aries, right 10 minutes before Aries season ends. And when Okay, so the final degrees of any sign are always way more intense than the higher degrees. So anything 30 degrees and under is way more intense. We're going to be feeling that during this moon. That's why we have to keep things balanced. Also, for the fact that we have this energy in our being, in our world, for the next 6 months at least. And it can even enter into, for a lot of us, it's going to carry into 2024. So just be aware of this. This is a year of like demolition, tearing down what we don't want. And then 2024 is rebuilding. So it can feel a little bit chaotic, but we're really saying, what do I want? What don't I want? What is in balance with me? That is what is in balance with everybody else. We have to be a little bit selfish, not too selfish, but a little bit selfish, Taurus, during this time. Let's see what Spirit has to say for us. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, okay, this one. Radiant. Yeah. It's funny because it's a new moon, right? So it's not radiant at all. But the it's even the ring around the solar eclipse. There's a radiance to this time. There's a radiance to us. Spirit was like, stop on this because you shine. You shine with a light that maybe cannot be seen, but definitely is felt. And that's powerful. That's powerful. Let's see what the tarot has to say, and then we'll get into the astrology of this new moon solar eclipse. This is a hybrid solar eclipse, which only happens in 3% of all eclipses. Angels and spirit guides. Okay. So let's start off here. We're carrying a lot with us. And we need to be aware that during this time, during this energy, we need to fill our cup because we're starting off with feeling pretty drained, pretty overwhelmed, like a little bit raw, a little bit raw with the Ace of Cups reverse. Does this mean that God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is not handing us gifts? No, it doesn't mean that at all. What it does mean is that we can have a hard time taking the gifts. We can have a hard time receiving things on our end. We're going to be perfectly fine filling up everybody else's cup. But we are going to be needing to remind ourselves, needing to have somebody remind us to fill up our own cup, to take it slow, to connect, to embrace life, that type of thing. So just be aware, okay? Because this new moon in Aries is very much a moon of make it happen and new starts. It's very much the sense of I can feel something more coming. What we have to be very aware of is with this new moon and this hybrid solar eclipse, it also brings a very strong questioning energy of what is my purpose? Am I on the right path? If we are sensitive, we could be feeling this, could have happened way before, this new moon, this questioning, this sadness, this sense of, why am I even here? What's going on? If we're not filling up our cup, which spirit is saying, hey, tap you on the shoulder, Taurus, remember, remember to take time for you. Remember to fill up your cup, not just mindlessly scrolling on our phones, not just like, trying to do the things that other people say, oh, this should make you happy. This should bring you joy. This should whatever. It's like, no, what will make me feel more connected in my life to myself, asking us these questions, and then just taking that time out, being maybe a little bit selfish, maybe feeling a little bit guilty about that. But you know what? You have to take time for you, and that's going to be okay. So, what we're going to see here is that with this, again, rare, beautiful hybrid eclipse, okay, we're going to find that it's a wild card. All eclipses are wild cards. It just throws something a little bit more into the mix. And we don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. But what we're going to see, and especially with solar eclipses, this wild card really can affect our timeline. It's like it jumps us in our timeline and it has something coming to us out of the blue. It's like it progresses us forward because we're facing something. We have these challenges that we're facing. We also have with the 7 of Cups. Like this isn't a dreaming time. This is a doing time. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. We're moving forward. These are the fastest moving knights. Now we can be kind of uncomfortable with this because we're represented by the Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving knight. And it can be like, okay, I need things to slow down. I need things to slow down. Career wise, passion wise, things are going fast. Thoughts, 100 million miles a minute, So be aware of this. Be aware also that we're the hero of our story during this time. We're not this helpless, I can't do it type of person. It's like, no, I see my power. That's the Aries energy coming in here and saying, I see my power. The sun is in Aries, the moon is in Aries. We also have with this hybrid solar eclipse, we have the solar eclipse being conjunct the North lunar node. And this is very positive jumpstart energy into our future, into where we need to be. The solar eclipse also brings strong ending energy, okay? Which can sound a little bit scary, but this ending opens up new beginnings in ways that are profound, ways that are like, I didn't know that. And it does so until very powerfully. It does so very powerfully, very prevalently in our lives until the lunar eclipse on the 5th of May. So be aware of this. It's powerful, it's intense. We're carrying a lot. And we need to be aware of what we're carrying because we're not even aware. We might not even be aware that we can be angry or overwhelmed or stressed out or not taking care of ourselves. We just put more on our shoulders. We're like, it's okay, I got this. That's okay, I got this. And I do see here that we're putting more and more and more on our shoulders. We're not sleeping well. We might not be eating well. We're not, going outside or, just sitting by the window, listening to the birds sing. We're not taking time to take care of ourselves. We're just like, yep, keep on doing it. Keep on putting more on. Be aware of this because what Spirit is saying is that life can get so monotonous. It can get so overwhelming that all we see is the dirt on our shoes. And that's no way to live. That's not how we want to live. So be aware of this during this time because we have this new start, make it happen energy. But if we're so weighed down and then we have the sprinter spirit in us, like, oh, I want to just sprint forward. I just want to go for it. But we're so weighed down. It's like, how can I even do this? We have to let some things go. We might find that this is a time where we start to look at things and say, you know what, maybe I'm going to do, what is it, a Marie Con clear out, type of thing. Maybe I'm going to look at things and just like new doors are opening. But those doors that open, They have us releasing a lot of the past. Beautiful, yes. Scary, absolutely, absolutely. With the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Cups reversed is telling us this isn't a dreaming time. This isn't like a sit down, contemplate, thinking man type of time. This is going to be a time where we really want action. We do. We want action. We want to see things anew. We have questions. We're seeking for answers. And we really do have the sense of, I'm moving forward. Oh, did I say this was the fastest moving cup? The king, the knight of cups. No, that's the knight of wands. Okay. This is the knight of cups. So the knight of wand energy came for a reason, because that's the energy that we're going to see in our careers. They're moving forward quite quickly. Okay. The Knight of Cups is the second slowest moving knight. And this is about our emotions. Our emotions are linked because I saw the Knight of Wands overlaying this. Our emotions are linked very powerfully right now with our work, with our earning potential, with how we're moving forward, like how we view ourselves as prosperous. For some of us, we have to be kinder to ourselves emotionally because of this. Times are hard, interesting, complex, overwhelming, you know, so much. There's so much. So here, as we're moving forward in what we love, we're taking this gift. We are. And that's brilliant. That is amazing. We're taking this gift, we're making it work for us. But we can be moving at such a speed that even though we have the cup upright, it's all falling out anyway. Or we have the water cup between our hands, it's all falling in between our fingers, and we cannot stop it. If we don't slow down, if we don't put the water in a proper cup, we're going to find that we're not making the progress that we should be making because we're moving so quickly, because there's kind of this mania around us. So be aware of this. Be aware. I don't know if it's coming from work. It's like, you got to get this done. You got to get this done. Or from our passions, we're so creative. We're so intense during this time. We want to push things forward. Or, whatever it is, it's like, slow it down. Slow it down. We're dealing very much right now in our emotions, in our passions, in what we desire, in what we want, in what we need emotionally. Heart and mind are coming together. It can be a little bit uncomfortable at times. The Knight of Swords, we get to know what we want. We do. We get to know what we want. We push forward. We're looking at things in a different way. We are being the heroes of our stories. This isn't reverse, where we're being kind of chaotic and unreliable, but we're being the heroes of our stories because we're saying, this is what I know. This is what I'm going after. This is what I want. This is what I need. Ooh, sorry about that. And that's going to be a very powerful thing for us. It's like, yeah, I see it. And now I'm going for it. We can have tunnel vision during this time. Be aware of that. The tunnel vision can become very intense. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So what's interesting here, okay, is that it's almost like this is not a time to sit there and tell our dreams. Like, sit there, story time. This is my dream. This is what I want. This is what I need. We can write it out in a journal if we want to. That could be highly beneficial. I really do like that. But me personally, I do like that. But here, there is fear reversed and communication is key. You don't have to tell everybody everything. Actually, you might find, Taurus, that it works better for you to keep your brilliance to yourself right now, to kind of plan, set things up, work things forward. Then when it's almost done, reveal. Okay? But you're letting go of a lot of fear. This moon is showing a release of fear. And it's saying, you know what? You don't need to say everything to everyone. You don't need their doubts, because it'll be very easy during this time because we're emotionally drained. We're emotionally kind of like a little bit raw, a little bit sensitive, or a lot of bit raw, a lot of bit sensitive, depending on our personality. We're going to find, or where we are in our journey, we're going to find that keeping things to ourselves and, being calmly connected to us, to our spirit guides, to what we are looking for, what we desire, that's going to be just so important and so beautiful. It's going to be so powerful. Hold to your vision. Hold your vision. That's reverse. You know what? You have a vision. You do. You're going to find that during this time, you have to let some things go. They're not going to necessarily fall into the plan that you had or you thought you had. So here it's like, don't hold to your vision so rigidly that nothing else can move forward. There's going to be a lot of growth during this time. A lot of growth comes from this time for everybody. So just be aware that because the moon is saying, oh, growth is here for you, Taurus, it's going to be a lot of growth. 10 of Wands, we have to let go. We're carrying too much. It's warning us we're carrying too much. And we're like, no, I got it. No, I got it. No, I got it. You're carrying too much. Conclusions are within reach. Release. This is not a time to ponder. This is not a time to, sit back. This is a time to release. Spirit is saying everything. It's like expectations, dreams, thoughts, ideas. It's like, just release it all. Shake the etch a sketch clear. The conclusions are within reach. You're almost there. It's time to release the past. It brings us, and it's also time to release notion. I don't know if you guys have been having it, but I have, where it's like, this is it. Nothing's ever going to change. I don't know where this fear comes from, but it's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be stuck forever. And it becomes just overwhelming. It seems a bit silly because it's like, it's so melodramatic. And that's what the 10 of Wands is even saying. It's so melodramatic. It's weighing us down, weighing us down, weighing us down. It's time to release that. Be bold and make the first move. Taurus, go for it. There are some things we're just not going to accept. We don't want to accept it. We're not going to accept it. And that's fine. It's not being accepting of people. It's like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do this. You know what? No, I'm not going to be quiet. You know what? No, I'm not going to sit down. That type of thing. Or it's just like, I'm not going to accept that this is it. That mentality and the sense of I'm moving forward with my heart. But we have to be aware that we could be wanting to do things so fast, move forward so fast that we spill so many of our gifts along the way. So just be mindful about that. Adjustments are required. Our faith is a little bit like, oh my gosh, do I have faith in this? Don't I have faith in this? Do I know what I'm doing? Don't I know what I'm doing? We're the heroes of our stories. We know this. But our faith right now is being tested. Adjustments are required. We're needing to look at things differently and not be so stubbornly set in our ways, our Taurian ways, be so bullheaded as to say, I'm not going to make any adjustments. I have it just fine. No, step back. Look at things and say, what am I carrying that I don't need? We're not going to really want to be self-reflective during this time with the 7 of Cups. It's like, don't want to be self-reflected. I don't want to look at these dreams, look at what I desire, sit back and look. I'm just not going to. So just be aware of that. Just be aware. It's like, it's needed. I don't want to do it. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the 10 of Pentacles reverse. This can be really feeling generational curses. This can be feeling like, it's just like a collective we of a consciousness. We don't get to have this. We don't get to do this. It's like, why? Why? Be very mindful also of looking at everybody else with their, with the show off mentality of the world and saying, oh, I don't have that. I'm not as good. How do you know they have that? How do you know? You don't know. The 10 of Pentacles reverse is feeling like, I don't have blessings. I didn't get the inheritance. I didn't get the, it doesn't even mean like a money inheritance, but I didn't inherit the bravery, the good looks, the, success of my other siblings or these other people, or others are just luckier than I am. Stop that. Stop that talk. It is not true at all. It moves us to the subconscious message from Spirit, which here is blessed. Spirit is telling you, Taurus, you are blessed. Take it in, embrace it, know it, say, yeah, I am. I am blessed. Our subconscious tarot message is the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. A lie, subconsciously. There's something going around that's just not true. It can be words that we say to ourselves. It can be somebody telling us something. It's like, it's a lie. And it's going to ring as a lie. You're going to be like, lie, when you hear it. And it's going to be something so random. You're like, what the heck is this? So just be aware of this, where it's like, oh, it's a lie. It's a lie. Subconscious, there's a lie. And you've taken it in. It's been a part of your subconscious. You're going to be aware of it now. It moves us to our subconscious Luna message, which is look at the bigger picture. And that's reversed, so we're going to have a bit of a difficulty looking at the bigger picture, but gratitude. We're not going to have a problem with that. Come to this world, come to this time with gratitude. Listing what you love, what connects you, what is powerful for you, because you're going to see, Taurus, that's going to be the greatest game changer. The gratitude that flows through you is like an ocean of just amazingness. All right. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you, oh, goodness. I wish I don't break this moon. That's what I wish. Okay. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I wish you nothing but success and happiness during this rare and powerful, moon and solar eclipse that we will not see for almost a decade from now. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May you have an absolutely spectacular hybrid solar eclipse and new moon. May blessings be always with you, follow you always in life. I love you all. Bye.